everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you're here, and welcome to another Makers with Heart mystery envelope video. This month, the Makers with Heart who sent out the envelopes was Kim. So these are the things that we got in our envelopes. We got a little piece of paper from Tuttifruiti and some shortbread, raspberry, lagoon, Sundance, and glacier cardstock bits. Okay, so the rules that Kim gave us for our mystery envelope is that we needed to create at least one paper piecing and masking, and then I can add black and white cardstock, and I can use any stamps, inks, thin cuts, and stencils, and then if I use all of the wild berry gems, I can add one more color of gems or sequins. Okay, so I've decided to start with a stencil from Stencil Pack 1. That corner stencil kind of looks like a basket weave. So I'm putting it into my splat box and spritzing some Pixi Spray on it. It's a low tack adhesive. And I'm going to secure it down on this piece of shortbread. Okay. Then I'm going to use toffee ink and a blending brush. I'm going to blend stencil around this panel of shortbread, okay, with toffee ink. So I'll get that pattern down. So I'm using the light side of shortbread with toffee ink. So just blend in all that ink through all the openings on the stencil. Get this whole panel covered up. Okay. And there's my stencil piece. So I think it kind of looks like a basket. All right, so I'm going to leave these pieces of cardstock at the sizes that Kim cut for us, except this piece of raspberry. I'm going to use the light side, and I'm going to cut that down to a strip at 1/2 inch. But the other ones I'm going to leave at the sizes that Kim cut. Okay, so my inspiration for this are the strawberries on this piece of Tuttifruiti pattern paper, and it's non-traditional sort of artistic license colors. So it's flamingo and capri. And then I'm going to cut a piece of white cardstock down to 2.5 inches square, and then I'm going to back it with a piece of black, cut it 2 5/8 inches square. And then I'm going to cut a piece of black cardstock at an A2 card size at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to mat that basket weave piece on top of the black. So I'm just trimming this one down just a smidge so it has that border of black around it. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to mount these strawberries onto blocks from the Sweet Pickins stamp set. And instead of using the Post-it notes that Kim included in her mystery envelope, I'm using this low tack masking tape. And I'll leave some information in the description below where to get it. It's tacky over the whole piece rather than just the top of it for a Post-it note. So it's a little bit easier to create small masking pieces with. And so I'm going to stamp 2 of these strawberries out on this masking paper. So I'm using flamingo and capri. So I'm going to mimic the colors used in that Tuttifruiti patterned piece. And then I'm going to fussy cut. This set comes with coordinating die cuts, but when you fussy cut, you can get right up to the edge of the image, and then there isn't a void between the images when you layer them up for masking. So I like to fussy cut. Okay, so now we're ready to start doing some stamping. So this little square of white daisy is where I'm going to create my little image. So I'm going to make a pile of strawberries there. So just kind of getting a feel for where I want to place them. So these stamps come with the strawberry and then the topper for the strawberry. So you can do them in 2 different colors. So I'm doing the strawberry itself in flamingo and the top is in capri. So I'm stamping them out, and then I'm going to take the mask that I created and lay it over that strawberry. And then the next one I'll stamp. Once I remove the mask, it's going to look like this one is behind the first one that I stamped. Then I'll lay a mask over that. And then I'm kind of getting a feel for where I want to place my other strawberries. So I'll put this one over to the right. And then I'll add the topper in capri. And then I realized I needed another mask. So I'm going to make another one real quick. Stamp that out on the masking paper and then fussy cut it. Sometimes you don't know till you get going how many masks you're going to need. So I'll cut that out off camera. And then I'll place that down on the third strawberry. And then my last one I'm going to place in front. So we'll get that one stamped down. And then that is the strawberry that I'm going to create my paper piecing with. Okay, so I'm going to remove the masks. And then I'm going to stamp on the light side of raspberry, and I'm going to use the glacier piece. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the base of the strawberry in flamingo, and then the topper in capri on glacier. And then I'll fussy cut those 2 pieces out. Okay, we'll skip ahead in a second. All right, so now I'm going to glue this raspberry stamped strawberry right on top of that last one that I stamped, and then I'll I'll glue the topper right there as well. So that's my paper piecing. So we have that little image finished. And I decided I wanted to ink the edges of it though to make it pop a little bit more. So I brought in some capri ink and a sponge dauber, and I'm just inking around the edges. Okay, my sentiment is going to say, "Thanks, you are so sweet." And I've placed both of those stamps on one block. So I'm just checking on a scratch piece of paper to make sure the images are straight. And I'm going to stamp down in the bottom right corner of the stenciled basket weave piece, and I'm stamping in black ink. Okay. And then before I start assembling, I'm going to dovetail each of these pieces of cardstock and pattern paper to create banners. So just snip vertically in the center and then take each corner to meet that snip. And you have your little dovetail piece. So snip vertically, right corner, left corner. And then I have 3 little banners there. Okay, now we're ready to start assembling. So I have a card base and pretty simple assembly. I'm just using Tombow tape runner. And we'll just layer up all these pieces. So be sure to click on the playlist at the end of this video, and I'll link all the other Makers with Heart mystery videos, mystery envelope videos in that playlist. And you'll be able to check out all of the cool ideas that the other Makers with Heart had with these products that Kim sent to us. And Kim, I gotta say, I was challenged this time, but I think it turned out okay. So, love me a good challenge. Okay, so I'm layering up all these pieces, and then My little stamped piece I'm going to pop with some thin foam tape. Make sure that's straight. I'll pop it with foam tape. And then the last step, I'm going to add these wild berry gems that Kim sent to us. Just kind of deciding where I want to place them, and I decided to scatter them around my sentiment to draw a little more attention to that corner. And there's my finished card. So I'll make a list of all the supplies used with links in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And don't forget to click on the playlist to see all the cool things the other Makers with Heart did with these supplies. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.